In this video, I'm going to challenge you a little bit, and hopefully by the end, when you finish watching this, you're gonna have enough motivation to pursue one of your dreams. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Anastasia, and I'm a certified JShady life coach and the founder of youniquemethod. Those of you who already seen my face and just subscribed to my channel, welcome back. I'm really happy that you're here sharing this journey with me. On this channel, we talk about spirituality, self-development, healing, and I share all my personal insights, my frameworks and tools that I used in my training and with my clients, and everything that I think is useful. So, this video got inspired by this YouTube channel because starting a channel on YouTube has been one of the ideas that I've been thinking about for probably over 10 years. But until 2024, I couldn't even admit to myself that I wanted to do this. For several reasons. I was afraid that I'm not interesting enough, that I will have nothing to talk about, that many people think about starting a YouTube channel, but there is so much content out there already, and all other negative thoughts that were stopping me from pursuing that dream of becoming a YouTuber and creating content. But in 2024, I made a major shift when I decided on the New Year's Eve, gonna be my year. And in this year, I'm not gonna procrastinate, I'm gonna put my ideas into actions. And honestly, it's only November, but I can already tell you that it's been going really well and I ticked off most of my goals for the year. And the reason why I managed to be successful in those goals is because this time the goals that I set for the year were actually resonating with me on a deep level. Those were not goals that I came up with because I saw someone else doing this. A few years ago, I would put the same goals over and over again. For example, trying to do the splits, and then I would not hit it. And for the next year, I would put this again and I would not hit it because I never really understood why I needed to do the splits. So when you don't resonate with a goal deeply and you think that that's something that you need, that the society wants you to have it, then the expectation is high, but the outcome is very low. You just don't care. So I encourage you to pick one goal that you had for this year, for 2024, and try to actually achieve it by the end of the year. You still have 1 month left, November and December, a bit more than 1 month, to actually hit it. And we're gonna explore the reasons why you might be procrastinating on it and how to overcome them in this video. So this year, honestly, I managed to turn my life 180. Last year, I wasn't a life coach. I always wanted to have an outlet. I always knew that I wanted to work with people. In January, I enrolled on a JShady life coaching course, and by July, I became a certified coach. And with that, it brought me so much confidence because once you hit one of the goals, it creates the momentum and you can then channel the energy from hitting one goal into another one. How do you set the right goals? You really need to sit with yourself and think about what is it that you truly desire. And if it's a lifelong dream of becoming an actor or it's something like major, then you probably don't have enough time to hit it by the end of the year. But maybe there's something smaller that you can start with. It's nothing that requires too much energy and much difficulty. So it's a small celebration, but again, it just brings me so much joy that I finally fulfilled something on my list that's been sitting there for so long. So what is stopping you from achieving that goal of yours or that dream of yours? Usually, the thing that stops you is the fear. And you really need to explore what are you actually afraid of? Because the fear, there's so much behind the fear, you know? You might be afraid of being judged by other people. You might be afraid of failure. You might be afraid of achieving that goal and how your life might change after that. Yeah, fear of success is a very real thing. And sometimes that stops people from taking any action in their life. So you need to be honest with yourself and ask yourself a question. What is it that I'm afraid of? Are you afraid of anything? Because chances are something is bothering you. The second tip that you can use is to make up time and put it on your calendar. Schedule it. Give yourself a deadline. Really put some realistic time frame and just make it part of your plan. It might sound very silly, but I was trying to sell a toaster for a long time. And I had that again on my to-do list. It wasn't like a dream of mine, of course, but it was a goal, one of the small goals that I had. And I couldn't sell that toaster for 1 year until I started writing my goals for November. And I just decided that I'm gonna sell that toaster. I put the goal, sell the toaster. Then I broke it down into very simple steps. And I was like, step 1, take pictures of the toaster. Step 2, find a group in my online community in the neighborhood where I live and publish the toaster ad. And step 3, just find a buyer. And you wouldn't believe it, but after I put the goal in my journal and I set the intention of doing this, in 2 days I sold the toaster that I couldn't sell for 1 year. So again, planning is essential. Giving yourself a tight deadline is also essential. If you're talking about a bigger dream, it's especially important to break it down into smaller actionable steps that you can take. And once you take the first step, then you're going to build the momentum. You can make the steps as easy to follow as possible, because if you get it ridiculously easy, then you enjoy this and you're gonna complete one and then you wouldn't be able to stop. You're gonna have to continue and just move forward, and that's what's gonna keep you going. So yeah, planning is key here. The third steps is you really have to understand how your life would change after you achieve a certain goal or outcome. When it comes to big goals and dreams, like my dream of creating YouTube videos, it's unbelievable how much my life has changed since I started doing this, because it gives me a sense of purpose, it gives me a sense of joy. It became a creative outlet for my ideas to finally be shared with the world because I've been sitting on them for so long. And I don't know what it is for you, but I guarantee that you have something that you have been contemplating for a long time that deserves to get out of your head and be realized in the outside world. So, what is it for you? What is a small goal or a big dream that you've been procrastinating on, that you put on New Year resolution list and you haven't achieved yet? I want you to think about it. I want you to write it down in the comments. Explore what has been blocking you. Write down the timeline and action plan for achieving it and simply do it. Because it actually is not that scary. It's not that difficult. Once you find the right desire and you find the right time, then follow the plan and you just go for it. It's as simple as that. I hope this gave you a little bit more boost and motivation. I would love to know your personal journey, and if you manage to actually achieve your goal, then share this win and let's celebrate together. Until next time, bye bye.